is Saul Castañeda with Mcsc at Greenwheels in Chicago. And at this moment, we're actually going to be taking a nice little drive. It's not the scenic route. It's going to be full of traffic and it's going to be slow. We're actually picking up a new 04 IRS for one of our Mustangs. Stay tuned which one. And then we'll see what do we do with it. We're getting a really good deal with it. It's kind of what we do is, you know, we got to scour around and look for these parts. And, you know, some of them you get a good deal on them and you have to drive out to go get them. We're about to drive 84 miles to go pick up an 04 Cobra IRS. So, like I said, stay tuned. Let's check out the scenic route of just all the lovely traffic this city has to offer. Stay tuned, guys. Chicago. Traffic, death, and taxes.
So when you
Because believe me, man, when your funeral procession hits, you'll be stuck in traffic. A lot of times we pick up a lot of spare parts. You never know when you may need it. Like we had an instance with KSD. We took them down to over to New Albany and whatnot, and on the way down there, one of the gears broke. His 373 gear broke along with the pinion. And you know, if a lot of people that build cars, you should know that spare parts, as long as you look at them and you know they're still good, you keep them. And this is kind of the same thing. These 04 IRSs for these Cobras are actually known to be the better IRS out of the 99, and of course we all know they didn't come back out till like 04. You know, anything other than that, like we're gonna investigate to see if they have the proper bushings in there, see if they're not beat up or worn down. As you guys seen in our video, what we did for the Grunt, our 93 notchback, we pretty much took that IRS completely apart. We put all polyurethane bushings. We added the new what was it, the Axis bushings that we put on there too. We had to get a whole bunch of new installation kits. We got 2 extra kits and extra bushings. It was kind of madness, but now that we actually understand more of it, it'll be a lot easier to get to it. So we tend to keep parts because you never know when you'll need it for a different car. Not everything is a Cobra, not everything is a Coyote swap, not everything's a Terminator. Some people have stock 302s, some people are still running straight axles, some people are still doing the 28 spline, and as you know, in the Foxbody community, people still like the, you know, want to keep an original looking car. They'll still keep the 4-lug setup, you know, so keeping some of this old stuff, some of these old parts, you know, just clean them up a bit. You never know. You may be able to help out a friend, or you know, across the way, online, someone maybe needs something that we could pretty much stretch out and help them out with it too. Kind of the reason why we're picking up this IRS. We are up in arms to say we may use it, we may not. At the moment, we are indecisive about it, but it is a great deal that we're getting it at, so we can't really just pass it up. And here's that lovely traffic again. It's 2 p.m. by the way. So after about, what is it, 45 minutes to almost, yeah, about 45 minutes of driving, traffic wasn't way too bad. Just to get out of the city, we're out. We just got off. We're in Rockford, Illinois now, and we're about to hit a gas station because I am parched. To the suburban living. All right, we're gonna fill up some gas, get some water. And we're not that far from him, so
turn left onto North Bell School Road.
5.8 miles from here.
5.8 miles away from our final destination. Perfect.
Turn left onto Vermont Road, then the destination is on your left. The destination is on your left. 2523 Vermont Road. Arrived.
We gotta put these addresses a little bigger out here. Stop covering them up with trees or something.
2512 right there.
Oh, we gotta go back around. Because that's 03. Alright. I'll just go to the next time. This right here. Freak people out. Keep watching me jump into their driveways and then jump out of them.
Let me call him. I think we have arrived.
All right. Let's get this out. All right. Hey there, oh, you can? Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
Oh,
Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you, Ken.
How's it going?
How are you,
talking to
man?
him?
Yeah.
So this is your,
Look what Ken has in the
know.
garage.
this is 93?
No, that one's 88.
88?
Yeah, that's the one I'm getting rid of.
Oh, wow.
Ken said he wants to get a 69. And I told him, I said,
Making a deal with a guy in Michigan to
Man.
get 69.
I hope it goes through, man.
Well, it's already going through. It's just a matter of when I'm picking it up.
Okay, good.
This is the one I want to get rid of.
What did you do to it? Just
Nothing. I
Nothing?
bought it. My whole plan was obviously to just go old school with it, but 69 came up. So,
So what were you
why I
planning?
bought, that was going to my 90.
Oh, okay.
I got 90 GT convertible sitting in storage right now.
Okay.
Wow, yeah.
So those doors are for this guy too?
Yeah, that's the reason I bought them, and it's got fenders inside in the trunk too.
So the plan was to
yeah.
use this on your 90, you said, or your
well, it's a convertible.
convertible?
Yeah.
Where'd you get this one out of? Man, it's pretty clean.
Idaho. Or Iowa.
Iowa?
Iowa. Alright. I drove all the way down to Iowa for it.
Yeah.
The guy said it came out of a 60,000 mile Cobra.
Said it's got the 355 gear in there?
Yeah, this is the 03.
Oh yeah.
The reason you can tell,
Synthetic.
yellow stripe right there. See that? The 9101s had blue.
Yeah.
Right. That's which is the ones that we have.
Yeah.
And that too, the shocks right there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Found it.
So you get to know from now. Yeah.
Sweet.
All right. Well,
Well, as you see, we got our channel up and running. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, get a couple cars and whatnot. We're taking this back. We have a 93 there, white notch. We're tossing around a couple ideas. That's an all running. It's clean. That one was picked out of North Carolina. Yeah, he drove out there with our buddy Orlando to get that thing. I mean, it runs. The car's immaculate.
Yeah.
Nice black interior, and we're just bouncing a couple ideas around. So it's best to have something like this on the side if we decide to go full throat, you know, push forward and just get it all done, and get something like this in it, or you know,
Worst case, you can turn on and sell.
right?
Like these
Worst case
things-
scenario. I mean, nobody will pass something like this up because these are the better IRSs.
Yeah.
You know, you didn't change any of these, right?
No, that's all. Everything in this car is
all,
stock.
all stock. All right.
I mean, I know it's gonna need new end links, but that's because.
Yeah, but that's
nothing.
That's nothing. Yeah, because we took ours completely apart, so we changed everything. Everything's all poly. All of these, the control arm bushes, everything's poly.
Even the differential cover. We
Yeah,
put,
the differential cover's
fall
a brand new
raising.
one.
Yeah.
You know what? I guess there's some bracing in these. They're a little better in these.
There is even for this one,
Yeah.
there is a different one that has another that's thicker that kind of comes around this way, and
Yeah.
it's
I know you can buy a bracket for these.
yeah. There is a bracket that you buy, but it goes kind of underneath and around it or something like that. Yeah, I seen that. You know, I just think it's a little bit more bulkier. The one that we picked up is just a bigger, heftier. You
Yeah.
can see how it's made.
Yeah.
It's just thicker all the way through. Like even starting like from up here, you can see how much thicker that one. The one that we got is like this.
Yeah.
And
Well, that's
all
what
the
I
way
was saying.
through.
That was the weak point in these things.
Yeah,
Yeah,
These-
they went-
Yeah, they blow out because they're holding on back here.
Yeah.
So this is where they always crack, right around here, on this part. So yeah, that's
Yeah, Ford Performance made that cover and we got it, and that kind of solved that problem.
This thing's
Yeah.
fucking heavy. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Hey man,
Christ.
you're telling me I put one up on myself.
We had to pull this little bitch out the back of that big ass truck out there. Holy shit.
Yeah, no man, we
Sure, that's cool.
we wrestled that thing, and I mean like
It
we
was
got
a
it into
pain.
my shop and we tore it all apart into different like everything came apart. Swapped out everything, and then little by little started put together. You know, it's fun when when you're just like, yeah, here's the frame,
Oh, yeah, that's
and you're just
This
like slamming
motherfucker
things in. Yeah,
That middle section weighs the most.
yeah. And so once you do that, and then you start getting stuff in there, and then you realize like, well, how am I gonna move this thing? You know. But yeah, no, I'm more than happy to see what we're gonna do with this. Eventually, we'll find something to do with it because this ain't gonna go to waste.
No.
So, talking turkey,
Yeah.
the Illinois car culture. We started off just Mr. Tama here started just going there by himself. You know, videotaping cars, hours on end, just sitting around, just going through cars and stuff, and
taking
little
my
by little.
time. So when you see, almost like you had the car show yourself,
Right.
You know, not,
You know, it's the funny thing too. You used to see these things all the time back in the day. Now they're just becoming hard to come by.
Yes, they are.
And
They're
even the
they're starting
four-cylinder-
to come back now. But
Yeah, but they're starting to come back with a bigger price tag.
things are the old next 55 and 7 Chevys.
Exactly.
Yeah, so-
And that's what we were talking about, the generation of the 57s and all those people, you know,
They're
this is
getting
your new
older now.
generation. Yeah.
This is our generation. now.
Exactly. And that's what it is. This is our people now, this is our people of our age right now that are going through this crazy, and, you know, the Mustang was everywhere, you know, and I like the whole Foxbody and the whole Fox Nation thing. They always put those memes up and they show people in famous cars, like, there's the Back to the Future car, like, what's that in the background?
Oh yeah, that's a Foxbody.
Yeah, and the last one was like Al Bundy with his family on the highway. He's got a convertible Foxbody, like, so you know they're starting to come around more and more, and it's just fine to me that they've been around, you know, and certain things like that you never paid attention to, and now it's a big craze. We're in the Fox Nation craze, and it's like everywhere.
I'm gonna get a.
Well, you have to try it.
Yeah, I said,
I want, like I
go-
said, all the I
Yeah.
would have grabbed this thing.
You have to take that. It's gonna suck, but you gotta do it. You know, they didn't.
for clean cars. You
Yeah.
have to.
Yeah,
Yeah, you have to.
That's why he went to North Carolina and picked that one up. I mean, what was 10.5?
Yeah, 10-5.
10.5 for that one. He drove out to Texas, picked up that roller shell, which is in paint right now. They should be done next week, right?
Yeah.
It'll be a year next
Yeah.
week. In about 2 weeks, it'll be a year. They'll be done. I mean, this thing went from top to bottom.
Yeah.
And we put the 04 IRS with 355 year in there and everything. For the other one that we got, the 93 GT, we have a 2015 Coyote Illuminator for that one.
Is that the silver one?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I just finished up that rear axle for it, and oh man, what a, you know, like a lot of things that we just went through is just like just trying to find the correct information from people, you know, and we called LMR, we call Moser, and they go, well, what's the problem? Because we make perfect stuff, you know, and I was like,
No, they don't. That's full of shit.
you know, so I'm just like, you know,
We're gonna
like
go
maybe
crazy.
something's wrong with you. I was like, no, I don't know about that. There's plenty wrong with me, but not that much, you know. And yeah, it finally we got to talk into Richard Oben, and he's the owner of North Race Car out in You know, it took me. He gave me about 10 minutes to sit down and explain to him what was wrong, and he actually heard me. He wasn't cutting me off. He wasn't. Well, it's not that. Well, it's the, and like in between my conversation, he just heard me out, and he goes like, "Well, here's the problem," and he explained it to me from the beginning of what I told him. These are your steps. This is what you did. This is what you didn't do. This is what you didn't account for.
See that?
And this
That's
is your
the guy-
problem.
Yeah.
That's the guy that actually
That's-
did his own business. He
Exactly.
actually-
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's kind of hard to deal, and I tell him, hey, dude, you can't be too mad because they're not texts on the phone. You know, you don't have text on the phone. You have a guy that reads the catalog that tells you, yeah, it should work. You know, Richard Oben is actually a guy that runs his business, works his business. He's in the grind every day of just watching these cars, you know, making sure they get done. So he knows step by step what I did wrong after my explanation to him. And so that was really breath of fresh air, man. And I was like, man, and as soon as he told me what I had done wrong or what I had missed, you know, pretty much just what it was, it's just I didn't account to the axle housing or the differential housing. It's just that the only thing we didn't change out. He goes like, the only thing you didn't change out was the housing. Everything else is new, right? He goes like, use some of the older stuff, like get some old shims back into the carrier, bring your carrier in, and you'll be fine. And exactly what we did, exactly how he said it. And he goes like, if you do that right, you should have equal spacing all the way around on your calipers. You should use one washer per top and bottom on all, and that's exactly how he said it. Man, fit right in, and it was nice to talk to a guy that knows what he's talking about, man. You know, I mean, it's hard to find people, and some people want to make it seem like we're Houdinis and magicians, and we don't give away our secrets or some crap.
I mean, you work in cars long, you know that all this aftermarket crap never fits perfect.
Exactly. Exactly.
I had to put the K member in another car, and I had to fucking fight that motherfucker to get in there perfect.
What K member did you use?
Not even tomorrow. D&D Motorsports.
Oh wow.
Remember those guys?
Yeah.
Long time ago.
Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah, we used an AJE, and you know they say that the Maximum Motorsports is really good, but
Pricey.
it's extremely pricey.
yeah.
And you know the best part, probably they give you different options with the control arms that you can use. You know, there's two different setups for displacement on it. But the AJE was not is not as expensive, and it worked out perfect for so far.
Yeah.
Both of the Fox Coyote spots we've done. So we'll continue to go with that one too. To no
Yeah.
longer. Well, let's see if we can get this bad boy on the truck. Let me open this up.
I think all three of us, I'm telling you right now.
Let me out. I'm gonna swing this side. That's it. And
I could pick it up or you try to pull it out?
I'm just gonna bring this over.
I gotta leave that over there.
That's good. That's fine.
Yes.
That's perfect.
Sorry, Ken. Be careful.
That's all she wrote.
Let me bring that back.
We could do the straight axle, but this thing's so much cooler underneath, man. Like, if you look at that,
That's what I was like, man, how did
you know,
pull my
that
convertible?
straight
But
axle
what-
looks cool, but you throw it in that IRS, and that thing looks intimidating. You're like, oh man, like.
Excellent does.
When
yeah.
he installed one, he was just like, we look at him like,
Did you actually do it all right though, with all the bolts in it? Because I know a lot of guys, you can just put it up there with the
No,
four
no, no,
bolts
no,
and that's
no,
it.
no, no. We drilled through the floor pan on top. We
Made
put
three
two just
holes.
holes, and then we brought it in from the bottom, secured it, covered the two top holes, bolts, the
Did
bolts
you
on
do
top.
the side bolts?
Yep. We
Okay.
did everything.
I know you got to cut it out and put them
No,
up
no,
there.
no. We didn't do that.
You didn't do that?
No, no, no. We used
Sorry,
everything
what?
on there that's on there. We didn't cut the IRS at all. We didn't weld that extra plate that you weld that just catches the two bolts or
Yeah.
like. We didn't do any of that. We went directly to how it's supposed to be set up on the car. So you got the control arms, the two on top and the one on the side, and that's exactly how we did
So
it.
how'd you do one on the side?
It has. You could fit the one on the side. So the ones that you have to work with is one more in front of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one you really got to redo. And when we just did that, pushed it in, got a nut on the inside, tightened it down, that was it.
Well, that's it. 'Cause
Yeah.
I know a lot of guys will cut it out. And put them
No, no, no.
in
We went through the
that.
top of it. We came from the top down, and all I did was make the hole bigger so I can get the screw in. And from one, we made two holes, so it's four in total. And then we were able to get the two bottom ones, put the nuts, and then right with a magnet, I was able to put down there, and then boom, get the third one. So we have
Oh,
everything
see.
set up. Yeah.
yeah.
So you're experienced now. No?
You know, I look for cleanliness, man. You know,
Yeah, clean,
I want something to look nice, tight, like
Looks
it looks like it belongs
belongs,
there.
yeah.
That's the whole point of it.
Yeah.
And so, like we saw, like everybody was sending us videos, do it like this and do it like that. And then I saw this guy, he welded a plate there and then screwed the plate on there. I was like, that looks gross. You know, it just looked Frankenstein on there.
Yeah.
It didn't have a clean, sleek look that we like to do. You know what I mean? So,
Well,
it's-
I mean, that's the thing. I like the clean look. I like factory.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
If it
And
looks
that's
factory
yeah.
and you can't
Yeah.
tell, that's perfect.
That's
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you know, even with that, after cutting those holes, and people are like, "Why are you doing that?" Like, dude, we got to fill this in. So we got we made just like the covers. Well, put it back down, sanded it down. Don't even know the holes were there.
Oh, that's way
No, got that repainted, and so I mean the car itself with the whole IRS setup like that, man. I mean it's a little bit more task, you know, and you just gotta sit and play with it, and that was the thing. That's what the tiring part is, that you're up there wrestling with this thing, you're holding it up there. We had to take off the shafts just to give me some space so I can actually have it up there with a jack and keep playing with it till I managed to get everything lined up to how it should. Once we did that, we brought it back down, drilled the holes, got it up, and wrestle a little bit. Boom, all went in, all bolted up. Sat great, man. But it was, I want to say, at least a 5-6 hour just
All by
playing with that
yourself,
thing, man.
wrestling?
You know,
Yeah.
it's just, and then like a lot of the bolts that we get, like, so you get a lot of these kits from LMR, or those bolts suck. They are like China made, so they don't hold a thread anymore. So you could start threading them in, and they're like self-locking nuts, and then you get that, bam, it breaks, and then you're just still sitting there spinning.
So you just go to the store and buy.
So
it.
no, I just used all the original stuff. I cleaned
Yeah,
up the original
original
bolts,
stuff, yeah.
and I used those because I mean, so now we just got we don't get rid of any bolt, you know, you know, we don't anything that is like authentically that looks good. I don't
Keep
get
it.
rid of it. I just
Yeah.
keep it because it just seems that all that old stuff, it's just the original stuff is so much more stronger than what it is that you're getting at these stores. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or from these companies and their kits.
Yeah.
You know. So it took a little bit more, but like I said, it's very well worth it. You know. And that was the whole game plan of it. You know. And like you said, we want to make it look as factory as
Factory.
possible.
Yeah.
And when you do that, it takes a little bit more time.
Yeah,
you know
more
what I mean?
time.
It's easy to slap it up there and just let it ride, but if you really want to make it look good, you got to take a little bit more time.
Yeah.
Well, you can sell that in car shows. You can tell.
Oh yeah.
Oh
You
yeah.
just slap something
It's-
on,
oh,
or
yeah.
somebody actually takes sweet time.
Attention to detail.
Where
Yeah.
they do something that's real subtle and you can't tell.
Yeah.
You gotta look at it again. You're like, oh, that's different.
Yeah.
Man, good job. Yeah. That's what I plan to do with Ken's when I get his little grill done and stuff. Watch.
That's
So,
gonna be smooth.
no one's gonna notice that he doesn't have wipers, but they'll notice afterwards when I'm done with it. You know. But yeah, so we're working. You know, that's the best part about it. That's what I like. What I do. You know what I mean? That's. I want to make it look like you can't tell that it didn't come like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean this looks all stock? It isn't.
Yeah, this
Oh,
man
that's
do
the
all
best
the
part.
work. I'm just
Oh,
a camera.
yeah.
I'm just a cameraman with one hand. I'm
He's
not-
just my hand. He's
Yeah.
my third hand when
I'm like
I
a
need
third
it.
hand with one hand.
I've seen that hander once in a while.
Yeah.
There it is. There it is.
Yeah, what's on you?
Thanks, buddy.
It's like I got the water, man. Here.
Yeah. So yeah, it's trying when you're doing it with one person, man. But I mean, I like the overall. For me, it's gratifying to see it just finish.
Yeah.
Getting it in there, man, that's finished. Now to see the whole car when we drop in that new Coyote into it, fire it up and get it going, because that'll be simultaneously along with Sergeant Reckless and the Grunt, because Sergeant Reckless was put to the back burner on trying to design a new braking system because I was having so much trouble with what I had. You know, now I'm just going with what, you know, the 11-inch with the Cobra setup, because it all worked out perfectly after I talked to Richard Oben, and you know, we're gonna let it sit like that till I'm done with my plate that I'm designing for it. So until then right now we're gonna run with that. Looks great, you know what I mean, and it's all working properly. So I'm not overly I'm not mad at it. I'm not happy about it because I'm still not done with my plate, and I wanted to showcase that on there as well too. But we'll get to it, man. I'm not worried about it. You know, there's only a couple ways this is gonna go. It's get built or bust.
Built or built?
You know.
Thanks.
Almost forgot those.
Yeah.
All right, let's go, guys. It is humid today. You know, we had a short summer here in Chicago, but it looks like we're running well into the winter with it. Goodbye. The car it looks clean. You know what I mean? They did a really nice job keeping it nice and clean.
It's a low miles, yeah.
Low miles on it. That's a great pickup right there.
Let me put bro in it, you know what?
Boy, I tell you, it's hot out here. Today at least.
84 miles.
Starting route to Bergen. Head south on James Avenue. In a quarter mile, turn left onto Guilford Road.
It's just time for an oil change, I tell you. Yeah, we got some oil here. Of course.
You gotta add more oil, right?
Yeah.
Have you joined Fast Rewards, Fastmark's loyalty program? Enroll today at fastrewards.com for more program terms and details.
Talk about humidity, man. It's humid out there.
Someone almost did not want to come because of all the rain, and now the summer has finally come.
Right.
You know, yeah.
All of it.
It's crazy.
That's good. I mean, we picked up a really good IRS for a really, really good price. You don't need to know that. That's on a need to know basis. But it looks like it wasn't beat up. It looks like it has really low mileage. It's complete. We got the springs, we got the shocks. It's a complete ready to install IRS. nothing was changed on it. There was no bushing changes. There was no. So I mean, it's pretty much just all stock IRS. We're gonna have to mull over the idea if we're gonna go ahead and redo the bushings. You know, take it all apart and refit those. You know, that back cover isn't the greatest, as we all know. You know, that's why they have that aftermarket one that takes a little bit more torque. Everybody wants to be on TV or on the internet. Did he pull out his teeth?
Yeah.
All right. Let's get going. Today, I mean, there isn't much. I mean, but we picked up an IRS that we may be able to use on our 93 notch that we picked up, that we called the machine. And hopefully we can get that. You know, we're tossing it up. That guy came with it's a 93 Foxbody notch, Ford Mustang notch, with a original 302 that we picked up out of North Carolina. And he has they did a 5-lug conversion on it, and it has a rear end of a Mark 8 of a Lincoln. I'm not particularly crazy about it, but I think we also have a spare 8.8 373 gear with a differential and everything sitting around, and now we picked up this IRS, so you know, we'll weigh out the options and see what works best for us or what we want to go with. Overall, I would lean over to the IRS, but that straight axle sounds mighty nice. Well, now we're home. Let's get Mr. Aldana down here. Give us a hand getting this thing off. Put him right here going this side.
I wonder if I can just pull.
You can probably pull it out, yeah, but. Alright, you do it, man.
We just hold on. Let me.
Yeah.
What do you think? How do we? We figured out a way to put it last
So
time.
I just grabbed it from right here, from here,
Yeah.
and from the perch.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Spring
Ready?
first. Okay. Yeah.
1,
2, 3. There you go.
All right. We're gonna drop it right there.